dirty than I thought it was. Ugly wet shit. Let's get it out of here. I gathered some stuff on the way in. They cut down a whole mess of trees on the way in here. I'm not like staying out here tonight or anything. I just literally came out for supper. I was hungry. I'm like, there was still 4 fingers of sun in the sky, which means half hour for each finger. So there was still 2 hours left. But I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta do it. So I got these bad Larrys today. I really can't. I don't want to sidetrack myself, but got these beauties in the mail. They're absolutely freaking gorgeous. I wore them out here. I beat them up a little bit, but they're not meant to go on a mantle. They have a nice grippy interior to crack that throttle. From Purdue, of course. For you that don't know, Purdue is San Bernardino, California. And in 1948, he established the first charter of the Hells Angels was started. So, yeah, dude, I got them because they got the Red Sox beat. And Purdue, but I was like, those are dope. Check this out. Squirrel, possum mentality. Squirrel mentality. You see something, you walk by it, may not be there when you get back, or you may absolutely space it. So I just tucked a whole shitload of nice dry pine needles. These are actually fir, and you can tell the difference because they're flat. Pine needles are round. And you can tell the difference between red pine and white pine. Red pine have 3 needles per branch. White pine have 5. W-H-I-T-E. It's the easiest way to remember. R-E-D. So red pine have 3 needles per sprout. As soon as I get this fire started, I'll see if I can demonstrate. I just picked 2 green ones up. But I grabbed some birch bark too, just to help with get this fire rocking. So let's see. This is what I'm saying with each cluster. So what you do is you just pick a cluster off. So I'm gonna pinch. And you only want to pinch one at a time. I'm gonna pinch this one off. See how I just did that? Alright, there's 4. That means we're missing one. See how they're all attached? So this is a white pine. Watch, we'll go for green. I went for like kind of tan, brown rather. We'll go for green. Green will have 5. It should work right there. Seems like a good cluster. It's all still intact as far as I can tell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? That's how you can tell the difference between white pine and red pine. Red pine have 3, R-E-D. White pine have 5, W-H-I-T-E. It's like idiot proof, right? So I picked up 2. Let's see. This is probably white also, but let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get this out of the way so it's not in the... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also white pine. But they were relatively close to one another. But that's this is fir. And the way I can tell is because pine needles, like I said, are round and perfectly symmetrical. They almost look like a tattoo needle. You know, 1 each. I used to make tattoo needles back in the day before you could pre-order them already made, but we'd put them in a jig and then I'd solder them anyway. I did that in the early 90s. My father was a professional tattoo artist, so $1 a piece he used to pay me. And I make 100 out of them. When I make 100 of them, like 70 were good. So I'd only get paid, you know, $70 out of 100, but 70% ain't bad. These are flat. It's a flat needles. I don't even really know if you can tell, but yeah, you can tell right there. Mosquitoes are out, man. I gotta get this fire ripping. Yeah. So these are a type of what I say, spruce. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. Spruce. Same type of conifer. It still smells pitchy. Oh no, actually, you know what? These are hemlock. I can tell just by smelling them. Pretty sure they're hemlock. Pretty sure. So I'm not doing anything nutty. I'm not doing anything crazy. I want to get this fire started as fast as I possibly can. And you know me, I don't like cheating and using lighters. I have my Zippo with me, but I'd rather not. I do have fat wood. I'm going to use fat wood. But I'm not going to use this guy. I'm not going to keep it there because I'll drop it and lose it. I'm going to use ferro rod like I enjoy so much. Ferro rod fires are just fun. So after I gather some good sustainable wood, because right now I got kindling, as soon as I grab some sustainable shit to keep the fire going for at least an hour, then I'm going to pack up and get out of here. I just want to have supper in the woods. I haven't been out here in a minute, man. Minute Man, get it? Boston Minute Man. But this birch was just literally laying on the ground. I'm just shredding pieces. Just shredding pieces. Trying to get them as long, as thin as possible. Oh, that's what we're going to work with on top of those needles. Flat, guys. Yeah, so there's a huge oak log right here from last time. Huge. And then I have a couple of these notched guys that I used for tent pegs. The notch out of them. I just took a quick bashed them on the ground to suspend my top that I run right here. I'd rather not cut that up. I can have this up though. This guy will work. I can feel it dry. I didn't want to bounce what you're on right now. You're on a tripod, an oak log that I put up like a year or two ago now. Pretty sure that's pine. Yeah, it is. See the hardwood? It's pine, baby. I don't know who joined, but hey. Still smells nice too. Awesome. I'm gonna grab a couple more things. I don't need much. I just need enough to sustain an hour fire. This is literally gonna be probably one of the fastest live streams I've ever done, but for some reason I couldn't go on. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Right on. Thanks, Lisa Silver Wolf. For some reason I couldn't log on to. I think it's because the end of the month and my phone bill said, "Fuck you, Murph." Gave me the dolphin. What are you gonna do? All right, let me go flex some shit. This is stuff that was in the pit. That's so wet. That's pretty wet. month or better, and there's so much deadfall just around from, you know, the storms that we've had. Just laying on the ground, I honestly don't have to forage much for stuff, which is great. So, I mean, that's a massive plus. Both of these guys are really good size. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll use it. We'll see how much this one kicks up, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, as long as you can hear that snap, it's dry. It doesn't snap like that, it's not dry wood. Especially if it bends like a piece of, you know, al dente spaghetti. It's not something you want to burn. And the end of these guys are like great, because you can literally take these, and that's what you're going to want to put as your very first base, because they're highly flammable. One, they have pine pitch on them. Two, they're dry as a bone, man. All that good stuff right there. Dry, dry, dry. So the end of all those little nips of pine. All right, we got enough to get this started. Let's get it started. I'm so happy you saw if you're messaging me. I haven't been out here since, what I say, a month? At least a month and a half. Like, all this stuff is new too, man. All this deadfall's all good to go. But I haven't been out here in a solid month, maybe even two, to be honest. And I'm super excited because I put this up and I'm like, oh, I haven't used this yet, man. I haven't used this pack since I've been out here, and this is always my go-to hook, so super excited. Super excited, man. Like, freaking wicked excited. So let me give you just a quick walk around if you haven't seen this place before. Miss Lisa Silverwolf. This is Beantown's camp. Did I say sumac? No, I didn't say sumac. I said, what did I say? Conifer? All right, these have flat leaves. So this guy is the big fat ones. The big fat flat ones are hemlock. Those are the ones I grabbed. This is spruce, and you can tell by how little they are. And they go outwards. Pine, let me explain real quick. See how they're going out? So from the branch, make it a bit more. So from the branch, see how they're facing out? Rather than the needles going in along the stalk, they're going out. That's how I know when this shit crinkle, crackle, crinkle. So this will be really good. This is it's great bedding too, because it's terribly soft, and they don't poke you like pine boughs do or hemlock does. So quickly, I know I could literally sit out here talking about what I love for freaking hours. So let me get back on the Jimmy Jammy here. My broke dick tripod. So embarrassing. So super dead and nice. So let me see, with pine. That's not a good, for instance. But with some conifers, some go back this way like an arrow. Imagine an arrow, right? Like a bow and arrow. Some go back this way. These guys face out. The hemlock is facing out too. So I don't have that good for instance, but I was trying to make a for instance. But those guys are super pokey, and these guys are super pokey once they get all browny. I mean, you could just imagine, you know, you could use this as like a little brush if you needed to. But these guys are so small, you can just bundle them up and they have more give. It's more surface area than flat needles do, right? Imagine like trying to crush these and put them in a big black 55-gallon construction grade trash bag, because that's pretty much what you use when you're in a pinch. They call it a ranger roll or something or other. It's like it's just an in a pinch type of thing. So, but yeah, these guys are just soft, and they're nice, and they actually don't scratch your face when you put your face up next to them. So, very good for laying down for pine boughs. What else was I gonna do? I guess I want to get my gear ready. I always have these guys on me in a pinch just in case. They're legit a just in case. The other hurricane matches. I mean, they stay lit underwater. They're really good. I even cover the striker. The striker is right there. But these guys are awesome. I keep just a little bit of birch bark in there too. Just because. But my old faithful, I've had this ferro rod for, oh my gosh, I don't know, years. 3 or 4, something like that. 3 or 4 years. The guy still throws sparks. Like, let me wear it off. I haven't. There we go. Guy still throws sparks like a freaking screaming Mimi. Oh, I put Ranger bands on absolutely everything just because they're cut up tire inner tubes and they work fantastic for whatever you need. But I always have in here some wax rope, some flint and steel, and this fat wood hiding under there. So always, that's my go-to. There's char cloth buried in the bottom, but flint and steel fires are one of my favorites. I think they're the most important. Thank you for the thumbs up. They're the most important as far as, you know, say you break or lose your ferro rod like that goofball. What was that kid on Survivor? Was it Survivor? No, Alone. First kid that lost his ferro rod, that Canadian goof. Lost his ferro rod, like, man. I could and would never. That's why I have it tethered. And or, if it's not going to be tethered, it's going to hang right inside of here. And then I can go under with this. And then back behind my belt to lock the striker in place. So I can still access my knife when I need to, but my ferro rod's not going anywhere. I actually have this made up for a full size 1/2 inch by 6 ferro rod, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, man. I wanted, just in case I ever wanted to sell this, or somebody wanted it and I wanted to bless them with it, I'm not gonna just make it contoured to my already burnt down ferro rod. That doesn't make much sense. Alright, let me go take a whiz real quick. I will be right back. Oh, this is fat wood. I was wondering why it was so heavy. This is fat wood I harvest. Oh, look at this. Ha! This is too funny. I left this here. You might remember this from a far video off of Summon. When I was out here swinging in my hammock going, fat wood galore. Look at all this fat wood. Look how sappy it still is. It's beautiful. All right, let me go take a leak. Get this started. once these pine cones hit the ground, they're open, and what the squirrels do and the chipmunks is they pull the pine nuts out of all of them. Well, if you see white stuff, that's pitch. That is crusty pine pitch, and these guys in a pinch are also fantastic fire starters. Nature made, ready to go. Awesome fire starters. Some sides don't have all the white. Oh my God, I didn't realize I was that far away. And some do. So yeah, man, these guys go up like. So that's also nature made, nature ready fire starter. Pretty cool. That's green, green, green. If you want to burn green stuff, if you need to signal, say you're in a rescue situation, burn green stuff, you'll get a really kick-ass amount of smoke. That's a hook I made, if you can tell. So the bail, like the handle of my pot, right through here, and then this rested on a tripod. So my bail last time I was here hooked right through here, and it sat perfectly. Pretty cool. I don't want to toss that to get rid of it. You know what? This was up here. Oh, take that back. Alright, I'm not afraid. Take that back. There's another one up there. So that one must have just, I must have just tossed it down. Dry stuff. Running out of light here. Running out of light. It's about a finger off of the horizon. I know I'm gonna walk out of here in the dark. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to be able to see what I'm doing and get my steak and hot dogs rocking. So. Like I said 20 minutes ago, that wasn't enough now. I don't listen to myself. I get sidetracked. Plus, I'm just excited about being back out here. Fucking mental case. Had to lay down just a quick little bed of like shoppy size down first because the ground is a little wet. It rained last night like a banshee. Now I'm just stripping the hemlock off of, taking it off of the limbs. Spruce, that's what I said. So this was hemlock. The small ones are spruce. That's the tree I was forgetting, man. And another way you can tell is these limbs are like mad spiny. Pine isn't like that. Hemlock is super spiny. Okay, almost made like a little makeshift bird's nest. Birch bark on top of here. I'm actually going to rip up just a tiny bit of fat wood. Maybe like a half a stick, like the sticks I sent you. Just to ensure, I want to make sure my ass is covered. Make sure every opportunity is covered that I get fighting them. It's not difficult. I just really want to get it going. I don't want to get it going and sit here and huff and puff and all that nonsense. So here's two really bitchin' saturated pieces. You can see how saturated that is. Just soaked with freaking terpenes and resin. Let me peel some of this back so you can see how nice and red it is. That stuff right there, that's a good stuff. Oh man, it smells wonderful. So we got birch bark, we got the hemlock, we have little twigs. You'll never see me put my knife on the ground. I've said that a bunch of times before, but honestly, no shit, even if I'm just setting it down for a second, you'll never see me put my knife on the ground. Never, ever, ever, never, never, ever. Ever, ever, never, never. I might put other shit on the ground, but never my knife. And it's not because I've lost a knife like that. It's just, I know better. It's fucking dangerous. Especially if you got people walking around camp. I mean, the ground's uneven out here. It's not in a house where it's flat, you know. It's uneven. It could be sticking up like this at an angle if somebody goes to sit down real fast. And the fact that, you know, you may lose it. So, a lot of people in this craft, in bushcraft, buy super crazy expensive knives. So, pity to lose one would just be such a shame. If I don't have a sheath on me for it, it goes right back in my pocket for like a jackknife. 2 seconds. That's all it takes, man. Okay. Now, take these guys, put these guys, get these guys ready, not put them anywhere, I'll get them ready. I got all the birch bark there. I cut up some fat wood real quick, but I'll put the hemlock right on top as soon as I'm ready, and then just as soon as I see a little flicker from the after the ferro rod strikes the birch bark. Like, yeah, I could have done this with a lighter and had it done 10 minutes ago, but I don't like to cheat, man. I'm out here for a reason. I'm not Beantown Zippo. You know, I'm Beantown Bushcraft, so I don't like to cheat, man. I'm literally just taking this fat wood and popping it right in the pile. Not in frame so good. That's better. So I could sit here and feather stick this fat wood. I'm on crunch time, man. I'm rotating it. Every strike, I'm rotating with my left hand just a quarter turn to evenly wear this to a dowel shape, cylindrical. I don't want to flatten it out because then I can snap it off at the end. It's just personal. It's really no method of madness to it. It's personal preference. Getting down to the real gorgeous deep red terpenes right now. An old timer told me years ago, he said, you know, once you, like if you're scraping off the old mag bars instead of a ferro rod, and used to be a magnesium bar and then a striker. That's the old military way. At any rate, he goes, once you think you have enough magnesium, he goes, do like a pile that, whatever you just made, make another pile that size. So I do the same thing with fat wood. As soon as I think I'm like, yeah, that should be all right, I make another, golly. So see what I said about how I turn this into like a little, so that was the size when we first started out. It's about 3/4 of an inch by, yeah. And that's why I said I go round with it. You can see those beautiful colors coming through right there. But I go around with it because now I take that, stick it right in the fire. And that's like a great striking point right there. Fantastic striking point, but I'm just gonna snap it. It's gonna be where I'm gonna be aiming my strikes. I usually like to hold my knife straight and pull. Same thing with striking a ferro rod. Spine of my blade, not the shot point. And I pull the wood out. I pull the ferro rod out. It's more control. Otherwise, you're shooting chips all over the place. Sure where they're going to land. All right, that should be really good. Once that ignites, I'm just going to throw this fella right in there. I'm actually going to dot it in the pile to ensure toxicity, to ensure flammability. Two-strike fire. It almost hit the first time, but almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes, as my father and grandfather used to say. So I'm going to take that point of the fat wood, dot it right through the middle of my pile to ensure 100%. There's no chance that that could potentially go out. We got birch. We did everything right. We got birch bark. We got spruce needles, and then, as I said, I'm going to take these guys carefully, because they're beautifully dry, just TP them right on top. Normally I try to shoot for a one strike, but it didn't happen. And that's all good, man. So I will instruct when I like to feed the fire. But right now I'm going to get my food ready. Here's another chunk of fat wood. I brought two out just in case. I didn't know how wet it was going to be out here. It wasn't so bad. I'm going to get my food prepped, or not prepped, it's already prepped. I prepped it at home so I didn't have to fuck around. I'm going to get the food out and ready to go on this beautiful flat rock I have ready. I kind of strategically, this isn't a terribly rocky area. It's very marshy. But to find these rocks to make this ring like 2-3 years ago was an absolute shit show. So once I see stuff starting to decompress, just from one side, I'll feed it. Super small stuff, you don't want to overwhelm it, because here's like kind of a crucial time. And you want to do a little bit bigger than a pencil right now. You don't want to throw on monsters. I would say anything less than a wrist is primo. So pencil to wrist, even less than that. But I mean, at first you want to throw on your, that's a good sound, that's crackling, it means dry. At first you want to throw on all your tips and tops like these guys. That's what's gonna get the fire rocking. And then once these guys go on, actually roughly this size, so we'll say thumb. Here we go. Thumb, and then once it gets kind of rocking and you feel comfortable, then you can throw on wrist size. So let me strike what I said the first time. Bit of a mush mouth right now. What I'm doing is still trying to keep stuff TP. It's just my method. It seems to work. And one huge FYI, I don't add more wood until, so imagine this is the plane of the fire and everything's just, you don't see the flames coming up to here. So if the flames are rip roaring, then it's starting to get engulfed. But I don't add more wood until it breaks this plane. So once they're up here, then it's safe to add more wood. But if they're just down here, starting to grow, the fire's starting to grow, you don't want to add more stuff yet. So right now, it's running out, grabbing all those oak leaves and the pine, which is good. We're in a ring. That's no big deal. But yeah, it's not the proper time to add until you see it break that plane. Like I said, even though it looks like it's going, it's still kind of a crucial time. So I'm still just throwing on all my thumb-sized pieces, fairly strategically. I like to do TP method. It seems to work for me. Doesn't work for everybody. Some people are different. TP has always worked for me. Not toilet paper. TP isn't Native American TP. Just throwing a couple pine cones just for laughs. It doesn't hurt. It can't hurt. It won't hurt. But just for laughs. This guy seems like he wants to go. Back in the pile away to stay here. How cool is that, man? You know what that is. Has a little on it. Ha! Oh, geez. Yeah, buddy. So see how this is the plane of the fire right here? See how the flames are way up here? That means I can feed the hell out of it if I want. That means it's secure and it's safe enough for me to keep adding. So I will absolutely keep adding. And what I'm doing is favoring this side because this is where I want to cook. I want to throw my steak and dogs on this rock. I may throw the dogs on the coals, depending, how chill it is. Once we get to the fire's, self-sustained, the fire, I can literally walk away. But I had a little apprehension. About 20 minutes before I left the house. Man, it's crazy windy. Really don't want to have fires in the wind, but not much I can do when it's very sporadic. It's on and off. So, see the plane, but it's blowing it that way. But the plane is pretty much telling me, hey, don't feed me just yet. Not quite ready. I'm gonna just wait a second. So it's ready, and go collect more stuff we need. I'm literally not grabbing logs. I'm absolutely just using downfall size stuff because I don't have to. For one, I said I'm not going to be out here terribly long. But for two, you don't need to. I wouldn't even throw corded wood on here right now. So a log, cutting quarters, I wouldn't even throw, unless I'm staying out here all day. But at this point, this guy can absolutely live off just this stuff. I don't even need to go up to wrist. Just thumb and, a little bit bigger than thumb. Fingers. Finger fire. piece of pine I showed earlier. That beautiful red line. The way I like to tuck this just came untangled. That's why it's nice to have it in a little. It's the first holster I ever made with a ferro rod holder. But the way I like to do it is I run my bank line past. I have this attached with bank line. Right at the top where the hole is. Have it run through and then Gorilla Tape, because in a pinch you can use this. Just unfold it, fold it on itself like so. I'll give you a quick demonstration. But you can use this as fire starter, believe it or not. Super sticky duct tape. And I have in a pinch. So let me come back to this. What you do is you take it and you fold it over on itself, sticky side out. And do something like this so you can set it down. Just pick up whatever from the ground. And now you can set that down on something without it sticking to your fingers. And you can strike that or you can hit it with a lighter. Here, check this out. Let me show you this real quick first. So the way I like to organize my ferro rods, inside of my holster is I run it in between the holster, the sheath, and the ferro rod holder. And then I come up and around, so like this, come up and around, and once it's around, I run that through my belt. And then that just hangs out there. I didn't have it set deep enough last time, but now it's not going to come out at all. It's completely secure, no matter how much I smash around and sail around. Normally I have this a little bit more forward, more of like an appendix carry here or here. Let me show you what this looks like. And you want to make sure, believe you me, you want to make sure that it's not going to stick to your finger. Trust me. Ask me how I know, Lisa. Look, this goes up extremely fast. It's durable. You can see it's hanging up. Oh, maybe it's not. All right, the pine needles were. But when it does go, yeah, let's get an open end. Normally I tear a little piece of this. I don't know why I didn't this time. But careful keeping your fingers under it because it's like napalm. It's like napalm. When it drips that sticky hot mess, it will make a disaster out of your fingers. But normally I cut like a little strip of it to, more surface area type of stuff. And then you can throw that in your fire. Like I said, you just want to make sure your fingers aren't stuck to it. Napalm City, no fun. So yeah, this is completely content, self-sufficient right now. And that's this fire I can walk away from for 10 minutes and come back and stop feeding it again. But this guy is absolutely good to go. We got some awesome coals already. Throw the rest of these pine cones in here. I usually like to leave a little door or an opening, like say this guy. Always one little door I like to leave open, so I'll feed all the other sides, putting the logs down, the limbs down, and then I'll leave just a little door that I can feed it with smaller stuff if I choose to. That. What do you know about that? That's a beautiful blade, 5160 German spring steel. She is a beaut. She is a beautiful, beautiful Skygox, my Viking axe, and then wrapped. I had bank line around here from all the chopping. It came off And I had to reset the head just with a, but it has nice leather. I wrapped that spank line under there, and then red hockey tape wrapped in leather. That's a beautiful ash handle, absolutely gorgeous. You can see a face right there. It's a dope one, right? It is a nice one. I absolutely love it, man. My favorite. I was telling somebody in Walmart this afternoon when I was there grabbing supper. It's been raining like a bastard here, so today was like one of the first days I could go out without getting freaking soaked, man. But yeah, it tapers up just a little bit here, just a little bit to accept that head. You can see the cheeks are really nice. They're pointed at the top, which I just love. I love that look. And they're pointed at the bottom too. You can kind of tell there. There you go. This side's wrapped with, or it's budded with the bank line and the tape. But yeah, I mean, he did a bang up job. I just love the beard. Love the beard. I've had to rewrap this a couple times, but not to his fault. He sends his leather out anyways, so he makes the axe, and I'm assuming carves the axe haft, the handle, which 25 inches? 22.5 or 25? It's 22.5, but it's less than a pound. It's 1 pound 2 ounces. The thing is ridiculous. I actually brought both of my axes out here. I was going to do some throwing, but it just took too long for me to get everything together. Shame on me. But yeah, I was out running around anyways. I was saying, let me digress. I was talking to somebody at Walmart and mentioning I was in the craft aisle looking for something for, I can say it. I'm working on my buddy Erroneous Blades rabbit hide. I've been painting that for the last 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, and I was missing one strategic color of paint. So I bombed down to Walmart on top of doing my grocery shopping. And don't buy groceries at Walmart, please, or at least don't buy fucking meat there. It's gross, dude. I go to Market Basket for that. So I was in an aisle, a couple of people came along and said, huh, it's funny to see a guy, who's two older ladies. It's funny to see a guy in a craft aisle. And I was, you know, fishing around, looking at stuff. I said, what's so funny about it? I was being serious but joking at the same time. It's Boston humor, either you get it or you don't. A lot of people think we're rude and we're, you know, ignorant. We're not, we're blunt. And 90% of the time, we're joking, we're bullshitting, we're cracking jokes, we're wise guys. So I was like, you know, what's wrong with guys crafting? I was like, you know, and then I busted out a couple minutes later, a couple seconds later. I was like, I run an Etsy store. I actually somewhat survive off of crafting. Here, I'll dry that stuff. But it was funny because I was mentioning my axe, and that's my segue to the axe. I was mentioning my axe to these two nice old gals, and they were just so enthralled. It was so funny that they were so interested in, you know, I was telling about the signaling horns I make, and I was mentioning the axe, and it was just funny because, you know, you don't think older, you know, late 60s, 70s ladies would give a flying crap about that, but they were hot shits. They were funny. They were from, I gave one of them my channel, matter of fact. Gosh, I can't remember their names, but yeah, I hope they look me up. They were from Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland. Very nice gals. Very, very nice. Yeah, I was just, you know, shooting the shit with them. It was fun. Talking about, you know, what I do, what I make, how much I freaking love it. Like, it makes me freaking stoked, man. I fucking love making shit. I showed them pictures of the rabbit hide I'm painting right now for Erroneous. It was just, it was cool.
I don't know how kids nowadays are so like so skittish. They're so weird about talking to people. Like they're so used to having their phone jammed in their face. And when I was a kid, I remember riding the subway, and like say on the way to the old garden, the old Boston Garden, everybody and their mother was talking to one another. You wouldn't see somebody just sitting there by themselves, not talking to somebody, not japping with somebody, not, having an interaction. It's just, I don't know, man, it blows my mind. Because I remember a little while ago talking to I don't remember if it was my niece or my nephew or even my kid, and they're like, why do you talk to everybody you see? I'm like, I'm being polite. I'm being kind. It's called making small talk. It's called making introductions to people. It's that's how we network. At least that's how, when I was a kid, that's how you grew your network. Excuse me, I have hiccups. But I never, I don't know anything about Annapolis, Maryland, and this lady this afternoon was telling me about it. And the only thing I know is there's military bases down there. Yeah, right? Seriously. So it's like, it's just so weird that, kids nowadays are just so afraid. I remember when my kiddo was like 10 and she wanted supper. And I was like, order a pizza. Call. Dad, I don't want to call. I'm like, well, you're going hungry then, because I'm not calling. Easy as that. And she absolutely refused to call, so I had to. But I was just like, you gotta snap out of that nonsense. But it's not just my kid. Man, it's all kids nowadays. They're just so afraid. It's like they have shit social skills, and that breaks my heart. It absolutely kills me to see, somebody that can't interact with somebody that can't talk to somebody, make small talk with a stranger. And I'm not condoning, go talk to every stranger that you meet, because that's absolutely not what I'm saying. Especially for, any little ones that may watch this later on. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, if your parents are around and they say it's okay to talk to somebody at a store, but you gotta ask your parents' permission first. At a store, at a movie theater. I was gonna say at a drive-in, but they don't have those anymore. Man, I got hiccups and I can't shake them. At anywhere. Like, just reach out and talk to somebody. Say hi to them. You may give them a smile. You may brighten up their day. They could have just lost somebody super close to them, and they're going through a horrible, horrible day. And, just by you smiling and saying hi, you could give them the best day. Oh, no kidding. You could give them the best day of their life. Lisa just said, we have drive-ins here. We have one here. And I've been going to it since, no kidding, 1989, maybe even 88, in Laconia, matter of fact, where the big motorcycle run is. Matter of fact, it's coming up in June, Father's Day weekend. Psyched. I haven't missed Laconia, except for, I'll tell that story another day. I missed Laconia for a couple years in a row due to undisclosed determinations. But, yeah, so Laconia, next to Daytona and Sturgis, is the biggest, best motorcycle run in New England. Fact, hands down. It's the biggest in the Northeast, and it's the best. And I've been going since literally 88, 89. I went the first time on the back of my old man's sled. I was just a kid, man. It was freaking awesome. It was dope. We did 99 miles an hour on the Kangamangas Highway, for anybody that knows that. I gotta get rid of these hiccups, man. Fuck. Yeah, it was awesome. We had a great time. We had a blast, and I've gone every year since, and I've gotten a patch every year since. So on my leather, I have about, oh gosh, 20 here and here. I have them overlapping like columns, so you can see them. Oh, cool. Yep, by the lake. I've heard you mention that lake before. No kidding, yeah, drive-in, but yeah, Weirs Beach. Weirs Beach has a drive-in. That's the only one. It's the only one I know about. Oh, that one. Yeah, Weirs Beach is the only one I know about. Like I said, I've been going there since I was a little kid. I lived in Laconia in the early 90s. Actually, it was probably around 88, maybe even late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, it was a blast, man. Watching all the bikers as a a kid this big. Watching all the bikers rip by in the late 80s, early 90s. Anybody that knows Laconia back then knew that I was literally going like this. Show your tits! Show your tits! Matter of fact, I had a sign one year, like 93. I had a sign. I broke my wrist. And I'm holding a sign that says, support the handicap, show your tits. And my old man made it for me, believe it or not. And he made it dope looking too, because like I said, he was a tattoo artist. He made it dope. It was freaking beautiful. And it was awesome. It was freaking awesome. And holy shit. Like, the story I had when I went back to school after summer, dude, it was awesome. Like, I think her name was Mrs. Spaulding, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really racking my memory now, but it's like, hey Murph, what'd you do this summer? I was like, well, since I live that far away from Laconia and Roller Coaster Road, anybody knows that's the main road that you used to get in there. I literally was holding the sign saying, support the handicap, show your tits. And so many cute, ugly, skinny, fat, tall, redhead, brunette, blonde, it doesn't matter. I saw coffee sauces, I saw little ones, I saw big hanging ones, I saw little tiny ones, I saw Siamese twins ones, I saw ones that were, cross-eyed, I saw ones that had Down syndrome. Man, I saw them all. And it was freaking fantastic. It was the best Laconia I can ever remember, and still to date. Like, I've had some memorable Laconias, but that one by far was the best. Never mind the fact that my old man made me a kick-ass sign to hold. I fell off a roof and broke my wrist. I wind up cutting the tips of some fingers off. So my fingers were bandaged. It looked like I had condoms on these 3 fingers. And then this arm was going this way, and it broke so bad that when it broke right here, my arm, right, going straight, my wrist was set up 3 inches. So when I broke my wrist, I'm holding my wrist over here. It went zoink, zoink, boink. Like, it looked like a fucking Z, dude. It looked like a lightning bolt. My arm was a bloody lightning bolt. But, it healed. Everything was gravy. It's strong and sturdy. Good to go. But, yeah, man, once they set that, it was like, but it was, yeah, for real, no joke. Not even kidding, man. True story. Right hand of the gods. It was legit. All right, I'm going to pop this steak on here. This is definitely warm enough by now. And dust that rock off. I'm going to not let it fizzle out, but as you can see, I have some really kick-ass coals. I'm just going to let it mellow for a little. The flames right now are about 2 feet tall. I'm going to just let it chill until they're about 8 to 10 inches or so. Two most imperative things you need when you're cooking in the woods. Not even kidding, man. Red and green Tabasco. I'm not sponsored. I am not. This is not a paid promotion, but I shit you not. They're the best on any and everything. I don't care if it's rice and freaking beans and what, neither the red or the green Tabasco. Oh, look at Lisa, they're the best, man. They're the absolute best. So I did not pack a fork, but considering I have a knife, I didn't need to. None, neither. Wow. Do you like hot stuff? Do you care for spicy things? I put oil in here. It's a old ghost pepper container, and it was grand. It was super nice, but I just popped a little oil on here to throw on the rock before I sear the steak. I may actually just throw the dogs on first. Throw the dogs on first. These guys are tricky, man. Tricky. There we go. Boy, this thing's sharper than I thought it was. Glad I keep my Bushcraft knife super duper sharp. This is the second one I have too. Matter of fact, last time, no, not the last time I was out here, but this is a more Bushcraft black. If anybody, gives a flying shit, it's an absolutely fantastic freaking blade, man. It's carbon. This is OD green. This is the grippiest material. I didn't appreciate this knife until I put my paws on it. And the handle, surprisingly, is really big. I think it's like 6.5, 7 inches. But for a pocket, or for a small straight blade Bushcraft knife, it's fairly long. The bottom has OD green pommel. I know we're running out of light here, but it's a fantastic blade. It has a DLC coating, and this one is the newer one out of both of mine. When I was out here, it's funny, you can actually see the reflection right there. When I was out here, probably 4 or 5 times ago, my buddy Knives to meet you, him and I came out here, and let me backpedal. Him and I went to a 50 Cent concert down in Mansfield, which is Mansfield, Mass. It's by the Attleboro, Rhode Island border. Any rate, we went to the old Tweeter Center and saw 50, and who else? Buster Rhymes, and I think that was it. Really good concert. Had a blast. It was a good one. That night, since I don't have a place to put him where I stay, I'm just like, dude, well, whatever time we get back, we'll just, head out to the woods and, go about it that way. Let me operate while I'm doing this. Move you just a smidge, mister. Much. That's a good oil. I think it's... What the hell did I use? You can hear it sizzling. used that much. Not even an eighth of it. I think this is grapeseed. This is grapeseed oil. So I like using plastic little squirty bottles when I go out to the woods because I know it's not going to dump in my pack and it's glass. Psh, it's not going to break. So it's just a little helpful tip for, you know, when you're in the woods. And whatever you bring out in the woods, always pack it back. Don't ever leave rubbish out in the woods, man. Please. I'm not talking to you, Lisa. I know you know better. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hey, whoever joined, thank you for joining. I'm just saying in general, like, man, you ever go out to the woods, please, 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 whatever you pack in, pack out, man. So, I have a really nice steak tip. I bought a whole package, but I got just one section of, I think they call it a tip. A tri-tip, maybe? I'm not sure. And then just a couple of Fenway Franks. I'm going to throw a dog on first. I knew the steak would be nice. But I knew I needed more than just that. And I don't have the patience to sit out here with a baked potato too. I had one at the house. I'm like, baked potatoes out in the woods. Baked potatoes out in the woods take forever, man. Absolutely take forever. CJ, did you join? If you did, say hi. I don't know if that was you that joined or somebody else that joined. Oh, Lisa, I think it's just whoever was here left. Maybe it wasn't. What was I saying? I got sidetracked. Oh, geez, that's no good. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm having a major brain fart. I thought I was talking about oil, and then I know I went on past that. All right, now it's time to stoke it. So I haven't stoked it, and I probably should have since. But I like to tuck everything in all nice and neat after I know, you know, it's situated, and I might even be able to move those guys towards the coals just a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll move that log just a tad bit closer to the dogs. Oh, you hear the geese? Canadian geese are coming back. It's a good sign. It means it's spring, man. Oh, they're kind of going offset. We have jumpers sometimes. That's why people make rock rings, right? So that's why it doesn't spread. And considering I haven't been out here in 2 months, I haven't maintained this. There's literally dry leaves everywhere that will go up like, and you don't want your fire creeping. So that's why people, you know, make rock rings to contain it. But I don't remember what I was saying. Son of a gun. I'm a brain fart. It's kind of cool looking. Lighten me noggin up. Alright, let me take all non-essentials. You know what? I could probably throw that. Black on my nose? I do. Son of a bitch. How did I do that? Oh. Dumbass. I'm just gonna throw the steak on. By the time the dogs are done, it should be go time with the steak. Oh, that's a good sizzle. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. Beautiful. And it's a little close. I have it kind of pitched down on the rock, but you may remember this. Yeah, I gotta get my headlamp. Do you remember this? I made a post of it. I saved my bags. That's how much of a hooter I am. If you don't know what a hooter is, it's somebody that is like kind of a fucking vagrant. Somebody that doesn't throw shit away. I gotta get my headlamp. But it says, it says, new and improved Diddy granola. Hashtag no Diddy. New and improved Diddy granola. And the reason I did that is because I saw fruit and nut. And there's great granola, but Diddy's a fruit and a nut. So I was like, kind of appropriate, right? Let me go grab my headlamp. At least keep it here so you can see me. And yeah, that fire settled beautifully. Okay, I'm cool with that, man. Now it's just running off the coals. And the residual heat from around here is going to be fantastic. If I wanted to, I could literally just make a tiny little coal bed, say down the end over here, not direct flame, but down the end over here, and lay the steak in there. That's usually what I wind up doing when I'm solo. I'm entertaining now, so I'll like pretend like I know what I'm doing. Oh, we got another hot sauce too, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. My favorite hot sauce on top of that. I love the red and green Tabasco. This stuff is fire. Oh, maybe that's what I was talking about, Lisa. Hot stuff and hot sauces. Hold on, let me come over there. I'll shed a little light on the subject. Sauce check. Even though I'm right here, I want to keep my backpack closed because you never know what's coming down from the trees, right? All right, so you have to push both these buttons simultaneously to turn it on for like 4 seconds. I don't want to blind you. All right, what color light do you want on me? I'll give you a pick. I like blue out here just because, I don't know, I like it. It works well with like my maps and shit like that. The way I use my highlighter on my maps, blue shows up. Killer. We got red. Red's always a winner. But my eyes look weird with red. I look like a straight. Blue is awesome. Blue is great, but you know, you can't go wrong with green either. Shamrock's coming through beautifully. So, yeah. I know, red kind of washes me out. Can't see my ugly mug. Blue? Or... it's just like I was looking into the freaking eclipse again. It wasn't very bright. And this has a high beam too, so yeah, I'll put it on my shirt. Blue, okay. Check this out. This is a 2200 lumen headlamp. I swear by these, and this is like a flood, which is nice, but until you turn the high beam on, then it's fucking brutal. Okay, blue it is. I just don't want to wash out the fire. I want you to still be able to, okay, cool. Still be able to enjoy the fire. Oh, hot sauce. So, this is another fantastic hot sauce that I absolutely fucking can't live without, man. If you have never had this, if you've never enjoyed this hot sauce, give it a go if you enjoy hot sauces. It's called Hold on, I'm reading this backwards. El Yucateco. This is the hotter version of what they usually have. So there's a green, a red, and then like a, I don't know, a weird color. But you can see all the, like, you know when it's green, normally it's, and this is like viciously green. Even though it's black, but you can see like the, you know what I mean. So there's a red one, a green one. Try to get it in frame here. El Yucateco. Hopefully you're picking that up. What does it say? Scotch bonnet? Black label reserve. Oh, a chili habanero. Fantastic, man. Absolutely a phenomenal sauce. This on top of the red and green. So when I make my grub usually, and I eat plain shit. Not plain, I shouldn't say that. I eat pretty much the same shit every night. It's always a protein. Well, if I go shopping in time, it's always a protein. You know, if I forget my protein, but it's pretty much always beans and rice with corn tortillas, man. I swear I live off them. Sometimes, like, you know, our friend Mary, Mary asked me one night, or I said something, she goes, blah, 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 I don't know what to do for supper. I go, oh, like she put me on blast. I was like, dude, check this out. And I gave her my recipe for, what is it? It's pork, what do you call it? Pork belly. Oh, Lisa. Oh, man, is it fucking good. Man, it's so good. Probably gotta check the dogs. I know dogs are like pre-cooked and all, but still, they're probably pretty darn close. That steak definitely needs a lot longer. But yeah, pork belly. I put pork belly and rice with beans. I usually do a side of jalapenos. I'll cut up. Onions. Always onions. Always garlic. For an Irish guy, I don't ever forget my onions and garlic. So this is what it looks like. On the tum. And man, is it freaking good. Oh, just such a nice flavor. It's not like punch in the dick hot. Well, you know, punch in the box hot. It's just, you know, it's hot enough. But it's not stupid overpowering hot where it doesn't have a good flavor. Like, it has a nice flavor. It's a good flavored hot sauce. So that's it. That's enough of my rants about, you know, hot sauces and green and red Tabasco. But I'm just kind of a hot sauce junkie. I never come out here. I mean, I don't eat anything without, you know, making it spicy. It's got to be spicy, man. So if you've never had that, try it, Lisa. El Yucateco chili habanero black version. It's like black label, so it's, you know, it's all super nice and low key. These dogs look pretty good. Steal you for a second. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, sunglasses. Before I lose them out here, fucking the gods know I've lost enough out here. It's so funny, like it's black. It's pretty much black, but you can see. All right, that side's good. Let's flip them. You can pretty much see. One looks pretty. Oh, dumbass. One looks pretty. I thought I had it on the other view. Oh, I can turn it around. Son of a bitch. Cool, man. So, it's not full. It's like a half moon. It's only showing up a full. That's weird. It's literally a half moon for me. But it's funny. So, yeah, it's beautiful, man. So, dock, right? Dock. Here's a fire pit. I'll give you the quick runaround since I only gave you like a half-ass runaround when I was setting up and trying to get everything all fired up correctly. So from this tree to that tree, run my hammock.
And then over the top, I have my top, my Marpat top. This is what I was telling you about what I have the tripod resting on. Tripod's literally mounted right here, facing this way. This is my broke dick tripod. I don't think I've ever filmed it. Man, this thing is so broke dick. I have like numerous Ranger bands on it because it just slides. So at first I try to put some zip tape, which any contractors know. Anybody that ever sees this contractor, they know what the hell zip tape is. Zip tape is some of the world's stickiest tape ever. More stickier than 100-mile-an-hour tape. And anybody that knows that knows what the hell I'm talking about. Anyways, this thing just sucks. It's so bad. It doesn't hold. Like, I broke the clip there from it locking the phone in, right? So it constantly rolls out, falls out. These things are just friggin' horrendous. Don't even get me started. But, yeah, man. Loving these guys. Absolutely loving these guys. I couldn't believe it. I got him in like 4 days from freaking Purdue, San Bernardino, Cali. I was like, get out of here, man. I couldn't believe how fast I got him. Freaking outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Those Hells Angels boys over at Purdue, man, they're not snoozing. They are absolutely on point. And I gave a big shout out to them earlier. I said thanks and, appreciate it, all that good shit. But, man, I saw the Red Sox be... hence Purdue, right? Their crew, which they've been around since 1948. I believe one of the oldest chapters of Red and White. I know Oakland's pretty old, but I believe Purdue is the oldest. But yeah, man, all around they're kick-ass gloves. They have really nice grippy on the inside. Super good grippy. They're comfortable as hell. This looks like a neoprene or like a spandex, but dude, they're durable for what they are. They're freaking very nice gloves. I absolutely would buy another pair of these guys. I don't want to turn them into outdoors gloves because I will beat the brakes off them, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep them nice for riding gloves. But this is what I had you attached on. I put this up, I don't know, maybe a year ago now. I just had it zipped with some 550 that bang, and I jammed the crook right there. You can see I absolutely bashed this guy right in here. But yeah, it's an oak log. It's an old oak log. Oh, I got some roly-polies. I don't know if you've seen him. He's hiding. No, you can't see him. He's right here. Let's see if I can disturb him. Disturb that little bastard. Oh, they're fucking burrowing all the way down. Oh, cocksuckers. Anyway, it's really nice oak. So it's super nice chunk of oak. It was a bit rotted at the ends, but in the middle, I mean, oak lasts for eons. This thing is sturdy as hell. It's not going anywhere. I literally jumped up and down it. Oh, hey, thanks for whoever joined. Top of my friend Lisa Silverwolf. I climb up here and about there, about 12 feet up, I tie my rain fly, and it goes right down to that big old pine right there. And this is a pretty gnarly pitch. But this doesn't have anything I can climb up, which is a drag. I'd like a couple footholds right here. But I lash the fly or the top as well as I can, and then I run the hammock from there to there. And like I said, it's a pretty crazy pitch. I don't know how well that's coming up, but where that tree is that I anchor to, it's up solid 3 feet above my foot level right now. Check this out. This might be. Alright, that guy looks pretty good. How you looking? Yeah, these are good KM hot dogs. Oh, don't you even think about it, fuckface. KM Red Sox hot dogs. So these are the good guys. I am gonna move these just a bit further. Why are you not staying, fuckface? Okay. That looks alright. Oh, this is a nice burn
You gotta love burnt ends sometimes, and you almost can't help it when you're in the woods. So let me quickly. I'm gonna have to straight rig you up. Oh look, an hors d'oeuvre. Hey little fella, what are you doing? Can I eat you? Can I eat you? So I just put a pop socket on here. Let's see where this is. Can you see this stone? No, not really. Huh? What are you saying? Slug? Nah, slugs are cool, man. I feel bad for slugs. You want to know why? Because there's snails that don't have a home. Now think about that next time you like slug. Yuck. There's snails that don't have a home, man. They're cute. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is a little well done for me. But that was the end. That was pretty much very close to the fire. But oh man. You literally see. Hold on. Put my knife back. Look at this. Ready? Watch this. Dude. I'm giving it like very minimal resistance. You know, if you know good meat, that is just like pulling apart. So I threw 3 ingredients on here. Salt, pepper, and Sazon. That orange Spanish shit people put on rice. Bomb. Like killing, man. Alright. I'm going to pretty much feed this fire because that steak's damn near done. I need it about as pink as it can be. So, dog's good. I'd like it a little bit more snappier. I gotta put some hot sauce on that steak. Let it cook in. Because I'm about to pull it in, I don't know, less than 5. And I want to throw the rest of the wood on here because after I am departing. I am not staying out here overnight because I'm not. Oh shit. Let me relocate him. I just almost stepped on him. It's nice and wet down here. You'll absolutely love it. He'll be like happy as a pig and shit. Can you see him? Alright, cool. I put him in the swampy stuff. Meanwhile, I'm juggling 3 different things right now. I got a hot sauce under my arm and 2 in my hand. Pardon me, and a phone in my other. But yeah, Lisa, you gotta give a shot too. Sorry, I know it's jumping all over the place right now. You gotta give green Tabasco a shot. And red. And you know, if you have it around your neck of the woods, this Yucateco jazz. Yucateco, Black Label Reserve, Chili Habanero, wicked good stuff. Like super, super good stuff. Alright, that dog is pretty much done. Oh, that was a hot end. Woo. Wow, that was hot. Did I think it was going to be cold? You got to be careful with this one because it's not one of those silly drip tips. That thing will legit come pouring right out. So let me relocate this guy for a second. Oh, that's warm on my fingers. Smoke's coming right at me right now. Hold on.
bake this on like you would a. There we go. Okay, that'll work. I want to bake it on like you would barbecue sauce or something. That'll work for now. I'll put my hot sauce away. It should be enough. Well, maybe I'll leave one out. There's the rest of that dog. I still got 3/4 of a dog. So the only critters I've really seen out here were some miscellaneous, weird, random deer / kangaroo that was at the other campsite. It was odd. It was just freaking strange. Do I want to put those together? All right, let's check it out. I think I have a napkin in my pocket. There we go. Let's do this. Just in case this guy breaks, I'll be so mad at myself, man. Plus, freaking Tabasco all over my rock. Dude, I'll be pissed. Lisa, thank you for hanging around so long. My only true faithful follower / sub. Nobody else wants to jump on, and or maybe they just didn't know about it. I don't know. I'm never good on giving heads ups. I'm like kind of spur of the moment type of dude, and I don't know. I kind of think that's the best way to be. But I understand people have lives. People gotta get their shit. People gotta get their shit done, and whatever. Do it. People probably eating supper right now and shit. All right, I'm keeping this one out. Okay. Capiche, capiche. All right. I can smash that other one. Let's do this without blinding me. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep that one on me to show my other one. So I'm definitely gonna hang. I'm debating whether I want to feed the fire or not. Just fell. What the hell just fell, man? I heard something fall. What was it? Rubbish in the woods. Never. Only dirtbags do shit like that. Only dirtbags fucking litter in the woods. I'm 100% when I say that. If you litter in the woods, you're a fucking dirtbag. It is what it is. Nobody should litter in the woods. Not a single solitary soul. Good catch. Nobody should litter. Okay. Sweet. What? Am I still recording? I'm so confused right now. So confused. Check this message out real quick. Hang tight. I know, I disconnected. Bobby. I'm back. I am back. Guess who's back? Back again. Yes, I'm back. I don't know what happened to you. You bounced. I was just saying, I appreciate you, Lisa. You hang on there. You're my only faithful sub follower.
that always catches my lives, and next thing you know, you're gonzo. Like, what the fuck, man? Was it something I said? This guy's good. 100% he's good. Yum. I know. I didn't say anything, you meathead. I said, I thank you for being here. You nut. I'm typing. I'm getting ready to eat. It's showing nobody's on right now. Doody beep. Oh man, that's nice. I'm glad I pulled it when I did. All right, now it's showing you back on. Check this out. Whoa, that was close. Almost dropped it, man. I did drop that piece. I don't know how well this is coming in, but some lens. Okay, that should be better. That's not the super high beam. So it's nice and pink over here, and it's like light pink here. Man, I'm not even kidding. Woo! That's fire, dude. That's so good, man. Holy moly, I gotta add some more hot sauce. I want my steak drowned in it until I'm like gasping for. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. It's just how I eat my shit, dude. But that's official. That is official. Son of a bitch. Oh, laying on a leaf. Nice. It's a little crunchy. The leaves or whatever, man, it's only more texture. But yeah, this is where I cut my finger wicked bad. Last Samhain. I was right here. I don't know what I was doing. I had a couple of drinks in me, so. I was talking to. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, man, that's primo. Dude, that's primo steak right there. Beautiful. I wish I could share it with you guys, man. Yeah, there was blood all over this thing. I'm actually surprised that I got a scar from it. Right across here. You see that? Hey, somebody else joined. Thanks for joining. I just had a fire. I literally came out here just for supper. When I have a fire, I've been out in the woods in a minute, so. All right, man. That's it. She was beautiful. Beautiful. So good. Fan freaking tastic. Still got a bit of a hot dog left. We've got about 3/4 of a dog, something like that. Yeah, the last bite, that bit me. That was good. Nice and hot, man. I'll pull that dog, chill with you guys for probably another 15, something like that, and then call it, just because it's obviously pitch black out here. And You guys probably got stuff to do. I gotta hike out of here. And I gotta wait for that fire to disperse. Wait for the fire to die out. Excuse me, and then I can peel off. I try to be as responsible as I possibly can, man. You know, I don't leave rubbish behind. Pardon me. You know, basically, I leave it the way I find it. And this is my woods, so it's not like connected to my house or anything. But these are my woods. This is where I go. This is my spot. It's literally only maybe a half mile from my house. Maybe a mile. Not terrible though. Oh yeah. There's gonna be coyotes. Hang on, I'll bring you over. Oh, that hot sauce. I just sopped like a meathead. This is all the nice oil. I sopped all that up. You can see how red that is. But this is always my cooking stone. None of these other stones are, I mean, that one's not bad if I have to. In a pinch, hang on. I'll show you. So that one's not bad. You can see it's a little, this would be good for flatbread. Because it's a little convex. So that would be good to, you know, make up some flapjacks or flatbread and just, say, toss it on here. You know, have the fire, you know. But for the most part, this is like, I tried to pick good flat rocks. This one's pitched down too much. This one's not terrible, but it's small. It's maybe 4x4. But that's the best one. That was the best one I found out here. And like I said, these rocks were extremely sparse. I had to travel quite a ways just to find rocks to make this ring. And excuse me, I'm still eating. I don't want to talk with my mouth. It's freaking rude. It's literally not my woods, even though it's my woods. Like, I share these woods with numerous other people. Maybe about 8 other families or something. Maybe 6. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's a great spot. You know, about a half mile that way, maybe 1,500 yards that way. Some kids built like a cool little fort thing. And there's actually water over that way. It's not like a reservoir or a pond or anything like that. It's just, it's weird. I've tried to explain it before. I can't really explain it. But it's a cool little spot, man. I love it out here. I absolutely love it out here. It is just super chill. You know, nobody ever bothers you. It's cozy. Killer views. Like, during the day, there's a million big old trees. Even though you will, yep, absolutely, Lisa, you certainly will. Even though, you know, these might look a little daunting, I've checked and checked and checked and checked twice and checked thrice. And they may look like there's a lot of overhang here, and to be honest, there is, but they're all rooted well. None of them are widowmakers. Yeah, you know, one of these little pine limbs could fall down, and, you know, that's going to happen anyway. I don't give a shit where you are. There's no great big openings around here, so that's kind of, I'll go a little bit slow. I don't want to get everybody dizzy. That's kind of, it's kind of impossible. But no widowmakers. There's like 5 W's you want to look out for. So there's wind, wiggly,
widowmakers, wind, wibblies, water. Not look out for, but some of these you want to actually seek out. Let me rephrase that. 5 things that you don't want in your campground. Here we go. So you can pick and choose which ones you want or don't want. So wind. You're not looking for a ton of wind because these trees will be gone. Right? Wind, water, widowmakers. Oh, a goose. Wind, water, widowmakers, wigglies, and I'm forgetting the last one. But there's 5 W's that you should be aware of when you're searching for a home base or a campground. Look at all this beautiful sphagnum moss. Just beautiful, man. That's like nature's toilet paper, dude. That is the good stuff. And you could tell some little squirrel was up here tearing a pine cone apart. Werewolves, yes! Bingo! Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. You got it. Werewolves. That is it. Wigglies, water, widowmakers, wind. Nah, I'm not gonna rub that. It's cool down here, so this is crazy swampy, and it's always mucky swampy. So this is like my natural refrigerator. I literally take my cold ones when I come out here. Oh, cool. A little fairy hiding in there, dude. That's an oak tree. All right, ready? Let's do it, Tyler. I don't want to bother him or her, but here you hold it. So, this is my fridge, and it's beautiful. Like, it's freaking perfect. There's, I don't know if there's any frogs. I never really hear frogs going or anything like that down here, but dude, it's perfect. Like, absolute perfect fridge. Men's room to the left, ladies' room to the right. This goes way out. There's a boundary line back there, but it has to be like almost 2 miles. Excuse me. There's a stone wall from probably the 1600s that somebody put up there. That one's deep. That one's way down. I can't get good light on it. It's an angle, but yeah, it's totally chill out here, man. I found the highest ground in the area and staked my claim. But the only odd thing I've ever heard was out here at, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning, and I saw eyes, and then 2 set back, eyes, and I was like, so I can bark really loud like a dog, and I didn't know if it was deer, which I'm assuming now it was, because I heard them hop off. Right when they stepped off, they just bloom, and they were gone. It wasn't like scuffling or scurrying like yotes. But when they dipped, I saw them like boing away, right? So, but there was at least 5 or 6 of them. It was a whole herd. But I heard crunching. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I think I got up to Wiz and I hear. And I know you don't know, Lisa, because you've never stayed outside overnight ever in the woods by yourself. But when it's dead silent, you can hear a horn beep from a car, a mile and a half away. You can hear a
a branch break. Like, this might not break because it looks rubbery. It's fresh. It's new. You can hear that from thousands of feet away. It's crazy how deadly silent. That's another thing why I love having a fire at night. Never mind just the heat, but the pops, the noises. It keeps critters away. It keeps intruders away. You know, it keeps all the riffraff that may want to eat you away. So, yeah, man. That was the only really odd, weird thing. And then the thing I told you about earlier, where there was like a bloom, bloom, gone. But that wasn't this campsite. That was about a mile that way. And that was like 3 years ago. So that was the only really odd thing I found out here. Oh, there's the oil. I was looking for that. You can see better in the light now. I think it's grapeseed oil. It's good oil. That's what I threw on the log. But this stuff was crazy hot. So that's an Indian type of pepper. Oh, the boot jolokia. Boot jolokia. But holy shit. Holy hot, holy ghost pepper. This is some of the hottest freaking sauce I ever tried, and it was only $1. They had like these little samples of them. I honestly love hot shit, but I don't know if I'll ever get this again. It was that freaking hot. It was like not even flavorful anymore, you know? It was like just straight heat, man. I was like, how is that nice? Like, I want to put nice shit on my food while I eat. Man, this shit was like devil, you know, Satan just stuck his ball bag in my mouth freaking while I'm trying to have supper. Like, it was brutally hot. It was gross. It wasn't flavorful. And it didn't taste nice. It was just bleh. So, yeah, I won't do that again, man. That the hot sauce is no joke. They should call it friggin' not a fan of hot stuff. I thought you said you like hot stuff. Just not, you haven't tried Tabasco. Well, maybe that's why you've never tried Tabasco, because you don't care for hot stuff. I could have sworn you said, yeah, no, maybe you were answering something else. I could have sworn you said, no, I've never had it, but, you know, I enjoy hot stuff. I could have sworn you said that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have went on about try the black, the black hot sauce, because the black one's really good. The red and green Tabasco is nice, but the black one's nice too. Ooh. Hopefully you can see this. This is the awesome thing about having a good headlamp. Let's do this. So, you're gonna trip if you can see this. So I'm over here, putting my stuff away. Oh, you can't see me if I'm facing. I'm over here putting my stuff away, and I see out of the corner of my eye. So see that stump right there? See that stump? I see a greenish tinge, almost like looking at a license plate at night with your headlights on. You know how it gives that reflectiveness? This is the cool thing about these guys, because you can spot them with a proper flashlight from ages away. I must have been 25 feet away from him. Can you see him? He's super camo, and I'd never be able to see him even if I was up on him. It's a wolfie. That's a wolf spider, and the awesome thing about wolf spiders is, for one, he's a big guy. He's probably about the size of 2 quarters, you know, stacked next to one another. Maybe a $50. Could be $50 size. But the neat thing about wolf spiders is, yeah, never mind the fact that they're beautiful, their eyes get all incandescent and they freaking glow. Like, you can see them from, and like I said, I was about 20 feet away, but oh man, he's beautiful. I don't know if you can see his eyes right now. I can. He is just beautiful. But yeah, there's a ton of wolf spiders out here. Shit ton. They don't bother me so much, but I'm kind of in awe on their beauty. Man, they are just gorgeous, gorgeous. Take a screenshot of that, would you? And send it to me? I don't know if I can do it. Let me hold still. Oh, I got it. Cool. Oh, crap. Sorry, I kicked off when I took the screenshot. Oh, man, he is just beautiful. So, I don't know if you can see how big he is compared to my foot. I don't know, it probably doesn't do shit for comparison, but he got a web strung across the top. Try to see if I can be as still as possible. Yeah, he got a web going right across the top of his, there you go. Right across the top of his back legs. Oh man, he's so neat looking. Their colors are just insane. And they don't really jump. People say they jump. I've seen them fly. Like, they fly. I don't mean fly, but like, they book it. They freaking haul ass, but I've never seen them jump. People say wolf spiders jump. Ah. I just watched something, excuse me. I just watched something on, they were talking about Cape Cod, and they said the most dangerous job in the Cape, when nobody wants to do it, because if you have arachnophobia, like, forget it, you'll be scared as shit, shitless. Yeah, let me kick this off to the side now. I don't want this to go out. So the wolf spiders love to hang in cranberry bogs. Why? I have no idea. I don't remember that part. But when they do, and you're there harvesting the cranberries, you're literally in a bog maybe up to the top of your thigh. So 4 foot of water. And the wolf spiders, they say, will literally, why is this? Oh, there we go. The wolf spiders will literally climb up you to get up and out of the water when you're like bringing the big scooper in and harvesting all the cranberries. That's crazy, right? I was like, whoa, that's nuts. I was like, I don't mind spiders, but man, I don't think I'd like that. And they say hundreds of them do it. So being covered in hundreds of wolf spiders, like, I think I'm gonna have to take a hard pass on that one, man. But they say that's one of the most scariest jobs, not dangerous. If I said dangerous, I didn't mean to say that. It's one of the most scariest jobs. I was like, people that are afraid of spiders, hell yeah, dude. That's scary as fuck. People have crazy arachnophobia. That's nutty. So yeah, man, crazy. It was down Cape Cod. Cranberries are huge down there. I used to have a grandmother and grandfather that lived down in Carver, which is where King Richard's Fair is. It's something huge here in New England. It's a Ren Fair, believe it or not. And yeah, they live maybe a mile away from the fairgrounds at King Richard's Fair, which is kind of neat. Stir that pile up. Put away my ferro rod. I've been slowly packing up here. Ferro rod goes back where I have it in my ruck. Since I won't need it, it's one less thing on my sheath that I could potentially lose. Even though it's harnessed in there well enough, I don't want to even give it a chance. I don't know. I was raised by a machinist, so you put shit back where you found it. So when I'm done with something, I always put it back. Something that my mother never did, and it was funny because my father always used to be like, Where is my da-da-da? It's just, yeah, funny family inside joke. Just, I remember that as a kid. My father hollering at my mother for not putting something back where she found it. Because my father and my grandfather were fucking anal. But I get it. You know, as soon as I was a grown-up, I'm like, oh, I have a toolbox. You know, if something's not there, who took my shit? Okay, if you took my shit, why didn't you fucking put it back where you got it? Like, I get it. I get it. I understand now. It makes perfect sense. This is how we do it. Alright, I'm pretty much just waiting for that fire to burn out a little more. So I can. Hey, look at that. What I got? I got some cool shit. I got some cool shit from a cool friend. That's where I keep mine. And then my mowing lobby. That means, you probably know what that means, right? Come and take it. In Latin. Nice. Yes, I got a pound of pine needles in my cargo pocket. Trying to filter out here. I was glad I grabbed that hemlock or spruce, whatever the heck it was. I was glad I grabbed that because that was super good dry fire starting material. And yeah, that was a huge plus, man. Like with the birch bark and the fat wood, you kind of can't go wrong, but it's always nice having extra. You know, as they say in the military, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So, and I kind of try to live by that ethos, code, mantra, what have you. I'd rather have 2 of something that I need, that's a necessity, than none of it. Because, say I lose one, I got a backup. Say somebody else needs one, I give it to somebody else. Now I still have one for myself, so. Yeah, man. It's a great way of thinking. It's a great way of looking at stuff. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. At least all my outdoors gear, not all, at least a lot of my outdoor gear, I tried to have 2 of. Wondering what was whipping me in the arm. I'm sitting here packing a fucking lip, and that's slapping me in the arm. I'm thinking, I just felt something crawling in the back of my neck. I don't know what it was. It could have been a moth that just hit me, or it could have been something that fell from the tree. Either way, that weirded me out for a second. I was like, what the fuck was that? You probably saw me do that. And then as I'm packing this, that thing slapped me in the arm like, oh, fucking bats bomb dive? What's the word I'm looking for? Bomb diving? No. Bind diving. Wow, I can't say that word. Dive bombing. Holy shit. Oh my god, man, it's past my bedtime. Fucking Christ almighty. Words are hard. Oh, fucking hell, man. I couldn't say dive bomb. That's too funny. I haven't had one of those mess ups in a while. Let's see if I can find the North Star. Yeah, this will be fun while the fire pisses out.
fire got too big as a freaking hole. A little hole in the top of my pack. Lisa, have you seen this? Aim it down just here. I'll blind myself. When I'm like out, like when I'm doing land nav and shit, it's stuck at the moment. Okay. I have this on my hip. I do not have it on my hip right now because I don't necessarily need it. But I just made a cool little case, and this isn't my normal leather. This is like, I think 5 to 6 ounce. My regular leather, shit I use like for stuff like this and this, is 8 to 9 ounce. It's almost 1/4 inch thick leather, but compass. So what's neat about this guy is this mofo glows like a mofo. How neat is that, man? So when you're holding it that way, you can get your bearing. Let me see if I can hold it straight. I just had to put my headlamp back on my noggin. So north to you right now is facing away and to your right. So peek through the top vision. Ready? I'm going to turn the dial. So what you want to do is get red in the shed. Oh, the dog. Oh, thank you. I just got a message that came through. Let me hit it again. It works really good, but it doesn't seem to last terribly long. It's kind of just like, bloop, you look at it and then you put it away. You get your bearing, you put it away. See how I'm taking those 2 lines and trying to put the other line in the middle of it? So that's called red in the shed. Or put the dog in the doghouse. Now, what you do, since we've aligned the red needle, which is always north, and it's not marked, but red is always north, and that's the only one that has a, see that little reflective, see that little reflective bit right here off it? Covering it. Now I'm covering it. Now I'm not. Covering it. Now I'm not. So not these 2 guys with the dots. The other needle. That is north. So if you put red in the shed, that's why they call it. Put the dog in the doghouse. It kind of looks like a doghouse if you hold it that way, right? Could you see the resemblance? The red. See how it kind of looks like a house? So they say put the dog in the doghouse. This is another thing I want to go over with you briefly. Land nav's a tough thing to kind of get, but you put red in the shed, which is, and this is why I'm using the mirror in the background to give you an image, because we still have to hold this flat, right? So we put red in the shed. Now once we do that, we look up here and see what our bearing is, and each one of those little ticks is 2. It's 2 degrees. So that would be 180 to 184. Now I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if it's kind of tough to hold. And hang on, let me get my hand in the behind it. Maybe that will work. Just. How about that beam? Is that beam any better? Maybe that beam will be better. Anyways, you can see each one of those little ticks is 2, so it would be 184. So to go north, you want to keep the dog in the doghouse and literally walk with red in the shed. And this line right here on the mirror, on the top of the mirror, is your, not declination, it is your point of interest. So basically, if you keep the red in that shed, because you can go like this and, you know, obviously it's going to turn, right? So as long as you keep red in that shed, you know you're walking your bearing. It's not walking north. With north, you would have to put the red at the top of your line of direction. I know it's a little bit and I'm not a great teacher, but so we basically turn our bodies until north is directly in front of us. Then we turn the bezel, and for me, because my declination is 14 degrees in New England, it would be 346. So as long as, if we get turned around, no matter what happens, we start. And normally a person, any rate, whatever predominant hand you are, say I'm a righty, I'm actually, you know, I draw with my left hand, I play hockey with my left hand, so it's weird. But primarily I'm a righty. You bear your body naturally, like say within 100 meters, you'll start to take a very gentle right curve. We won't walk a straight line. That's why like sighting off is so important, going from one tree to another tree to another tree. So you walk that perfect straight line. But compasses are, man, I don't have enough good things to say about how rad compasses are, but I love compasses, love compass map work. I love doing lensatic compasses are really hard. This is called a map compass. Lensatic compasses, like the old Kamengas, those are really hard to read because you have to take in consideration. That's kind of trippy looking. You can see yourself in yourself. I'm recording myself. You can you have to do a lot of math with lensatic compasses, and they're just friggin' tough to operate, man. But another nice thing about this compass is this signal mirror. So as I'm shining it towards the light right now, it also, say you were stranded somewhere and you need to signal a plane, right? That, see if there you go. Now I'm blind in here, right? So you take your two fingers and you wait till you see the reflection on the back side of your fingers, and now you know you're aiming the right way towards that plane. So I would do this in daylight, say a plane was going over, and I'm trying to get it, but there we go. Now I got it on my fingers. So I would aim it up at the plane and then wait till the reflection hit the back of my fingers from the sun. And I know, just with very tiny small increments, just a little flick of left and right, I know he's seeing that reflection from my compass, which is really neat. But compasses are like so neat. This has a not an altimeter, damn it, pedometer, nope. It tells grades. I can never remember the name of it. I'm kind of a bonehead, but it tells grades. So if you hold it a certain way and you see a mountain off in the distance and you're like, damn, that looks pretty steep, you can actually tell what it is. It's very cool, man. It's super cool, especially like, it's so hard to get lost with the proper tools and equipment, you know? It's really hard. But barometer, no, that's not right. But yeah, it has measurements on the bottom that, and you work with the bezel as that other floating, I don't know if you can see, it's black, that needle there. Yeah, you can see it. So that needle tells you, you have to put the dial on 270. It's a little tricky, but, and then you hold it this way and you can see the mountain, or even just a big hill, and you go, okay, that's a 60 slope, or 60 pitch, or a 30 pitch, which is like, you know, that, 90 would be straight up and down, 80, 70, and so on. Yeah, really cool shit. But I goof out on all this. I could talk about this nonsense for hours, and I don't want to be out here for hours. I want to get ready to pack up. But man, I miss staying in the woods. I got to do this. I got something to do in about a week. But maybe around the 1st or 2nd, I would like to come out here and do an overnighter. It'd be so much fun. I just can't get enough of this stuff, man. I love being out here at night. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. I feel free, I guess. I don't know. I love it, man. All right, this looks pretty good.
spread my ash out inside the circle. I put any big logs all off to the side. If I had any water, I'd sprinkle it. I literally have enough to pack out about maybe an eighth in here. I literally gave myself enough water to leave. Till I come in and leave. And there's also on the bottom of my rucksack a med kit. I always have an IFAK on me. IFAK stands for Individual First Aid Kit. It's always important to have one of those. Just complete necessities. Band-aids, you know, solution, burn solution, stuff to put in your eyes, eye drops. I have a suture kit, you know, if I need to sew a really bad cut. Tourniquet, Israeli bandages, chest seal, you know, for a bullet wound. Just pretty much a lot of band-aids, a lot of gauze, a lot of Neosporin. Like I said, burn kits. Burn kits are big out here. You never know, you know, something could happen. I could get tipsy and fall in the fire like an asshole. Wouldn't be the first time. So, with that being said, I think I want to do the Murphy double and then triple check. So what I do is I walk around camp to make sure I didn't set anything down. This is why when I go into the woods at night, I usually like to stay or get out before the sun goes down, because I never know what I'm leaving behind. But I'm usually pretty good about not setting shit down. Like my knife, it always goes right back in the sheath when I'm done using it instantaneously. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Look at this guy. I lied. I did bring water. I was going to surprise myself. Like, you know what? I'm usually not ill prepared. I'm usually prepared and then some. Oh, I know what I was getting the compass for. It's too late now, but I was going to see where the North Star was. See if we could spy it. What do we got? 2 hours and 19 minutes and 9 seconds. No shit. All right. Lisa, you're a real one. Man, I appreciate you sticking around the whole freaking live stream. I don't have words. Never mind the shirt. Never mind, you know, the patch and all the cool shit you've blessed me with. Like, man, I appreciate you. I really do. It's, it was fun. It wasn't terribly exciting, but, you know, I did what I wanted to tonight. I wanted to get out in the woods and eat a steak. And I did it, and we had fun in the meantime, man. It's the little shit in life, right? It's the stuff that, you know, puts a smile on my face and hopefully yours. You know, it doesn't always have to be a crazy overnighter. You know, I come out here with, you know, 3 days worth of food, and I'm just happy to be out here, man. So, I think, tripod, that's it. Thermal, okay, that's out. That's what I can do, fill up my water. I heard a tree squeak. You hear that? The tree just went. Well, I can kind of see myself. I can see my Beantown shirt. So I know east is that way. The way I'm looking at you, it would be the left side of your screen. Right? I'm pointing. Yeah. So east, because I know the sun always rises. It's beautiful the way I position my hammock. Sun always rises, and then dead right above me is noontime, and then it sets that away. So I'm going to say north, and then directly behind me is south. So I'm trying to look for that North Star, man. I'm not seeing it. I see some planes flying over. I'm not seeing the North Star. If it is, maybe I'm just missing it. Or it's not bright enough. I do see the Big Dipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the handle. So I always recognize the Big Dipper by, it's like a pot handle, right? So you have each 4 corners, and then you have the handle coming off it. I got the Big Dipper right here, and then the handle towards like my northeast. So the reason I'm doing this, I'm just smashing as much water as possible. Make it out, so I don't get dehydrated on my way out. It's a bit of a hike. You'll see. You'll see when you get here. It's a little hike in here. Nothing crazy, but it definitely takes a bit to get in here and pack the same way in as we do out. But yeah, it's a good little journey, and it's not hard, but it's not terribly easy either. I'll show you the little burn that one of those damn embers kicked off and put a freaking hole in my pack. It's nothing major, but it just bums me out because this is a new pack to me. Right there. I was like, fuck, dude. Bummer. Right there. Little bastard, and you can see it's all burnt around the outside. And this thing had nothing on it. I know it. Damn it. This thing had... Oh, look. I got a little friend. You see him? Let him crawl on me and then put him back up on the tree. He's coming around now. He's going to get stuck in the... He must have just... Bzzz, down from the... Can you see him? He's just a little tiny guy. Let's see if I can get this off him. He's hiding. Oh, not in frame. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, go that way. Go that way. There you go, buddy. Oh. Can you see him? He's sailing. Good boy. Nice. Touchdown, dude. Let me cut his web. Yep, he made it. Cool. I don't like killing critters if I don't have to. Like those wolf spiders are pretty neat. You've seen my other axe, right? Oh, I missed it. I missed what you said. This is my other axe. I think I've shown you this guy before, right? So I did this. Let me get this one off. I did the sheath right after this guy, but I was playing around with some of my tooling stamps. I kind of didn't know which way I wanted to go. Thank you. I was just literally playing around, and this is one piece. So normally I'll take 2 and then sew them together. This one is just, it was a scrap piece of leather, and you can see the hinge right there. And I sewed all that, slicked it, put a, not a wedge, a welt. Put a welt in it to build it out, right? So it's not squish the blade. And that's the hinge. I put 2 more welts here. So there's that one and then that one. And it's nice and square to fit the bottom of the axe. And then on the flip side, I kind of did these mountain looking things. But if you flip it upright, it's BB, B runes, Beantown. Pretty cool, kind of cool. I don't know, I thought it was neat. I was just mucking around one night. I was probably stoned or something. Just mucking around, but this guy was super cheap. And I wanted to decorate that too. I've actually cut that and haven't put a wedge in it yet. Friggin' mental case. But I mean, it still stays good. So we got the Triskel, Irish Spiral, or Celtic Spiral, and then the Valknut. But this guy's so much fun to throw. I brought him out wanting to throw him and didn't have the time. He's very small compared to the axe I keep on my hip. Like I said, this guy's 20. Let me put this top to top. This guy's 20, either 22 or 25. I don't quite recall. Well, let me do it this way. I know my arms 13 from my elbow to, no, that's not right. All right, I'm not gonna fuck around because I don't remember now. Needless to say, I had to get back to doing construction because I used to measure shit from here to the middle of my hand and knew exactly what it was. It was like 13 3/8 or something stupid, and then the tips of my fingers was like 18 inches. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. It's pointless at this moment in time. But yeah, I cut a notch to put a wedge in, and I completely spaced it. Space Cadet here getting freaking sidetracked, but this guy's awesome. It's called Weissing. Wicing, and it's a really good face. It's pretty thin. And when you want to throw an axe, you always want a very thin cheek. So this is a cheek. That's the beard. Haft. Socket is the circular part. And then I forgot what they call the hammer part. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's super fun. I have a bunch of these on, I want to say Summon. Summon's still up, believe it or not. I just can't access it. And then I put some shock cord with my skulls on there just to make it neat. Yep, and a buffalo nickel, of course. Indian head nickel. That's the buffalo side. Indian's on the other side. But yeah, man, I was like, damn it. I checked out Summon today, and I can't. I can. It's still there. Like, it's still alive. I can't freaking access it, man. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm thinking somebody must have freaking told on me. I kid you not. Because that was kind of like my personal channel. I use Beantown as, Beantown and my business channel. And then my personal channel was Summon. That was the shit I would, like, talk political shit to people on. And I guarantee you some fucking libtard got butt hurt and freaking told on me, and now I can't access my channel, so I don't know, man. No clue. But I'm gonna pack up my tripod. If you don't mind, we'll do just a small hike, not the whole way out, but just a small hike. So I have somebody to talk to, so I'm not scared like a little girl. If you don't care.
I'm scared. I'm frightened. I don't like being in the woods by myself.
It's all staged. I green screen stuff. I never come out here by myself at night. Alright, let me put this broke dick tripod away. Yeah, we'll just do a quick. I'll do maybe 5 minutes till I get back on the main trail, and then just so you can catch a glimpse of what oh, I have to pocket this. They say these gloves are touchscreen compatible with, sorry if I keep blinded, with phones and shit. Not really, kinda, sorta, not really. They are, but you gotta get them just right, which is tricky. I was riding the bike earlier trying to use the damn touch screen. Excuse me. And it wasn't really coming through. I was like, God damn it. Alright, no more smoke. Fire's totally out. Flannel's buttoned. Good to go. Backpack on. Murphy triple check. Nothing hanging on the trees. Fire's totally out. I always keep my axe unsheathed.
Here's the sheath for, try not to blind you. Here's the sheath for my bearded axe. This is 2 pieces, like I was saying. The other one I hinged at the bottom. This one has a funny, odd shape, right? Because it's a big beard. And this is way more flexible leather. But I like the antler tie that I used. That was kind of neat. This guy I made years ago also. Probably 3, 4 years ago now. All right, let's back it out. I think we'll go this way, so I stop blinding. Alrighty, normally, before I leave, just out of... thank you, Lisa, thank you. So here's my permanent algaes, which I just love, but it's clearly in reverse. But I just love this guy. I stuck him in the ground eons ago. But I always, and I normally do it when I arrive, but I always take some just to say thank you to nature, allowing me, gotta get another chunk, allowing me to, you know, spend time with nature, in nature. I usually do some runes, but that's, I don't do a ceremony out of nothing, but like, I do some runes that are symbolic to the way I'm feeling, or... Alright, that one's just mushed and falling apart. Got too much water on that guy. These guys should work. Make sure they're not too hot when I grab them. Little one. Oh, 15% on my battery. Just got the notification. Crumbly. Alright, that's good enough for me. Thanks. I usually do just something symbolic on a tree, or a couple trees. There's I think I'll do Udus right here. Just 2 more trees and I'm out of here. Okay, that's good. This one, bark's a bit tricky. Kind of just grabbing it by a handful because this bark is so aggressive. That's really whack algae, but I think we'll do a rado on this one. We did Udus, algaes, rado, and then off with at least one more. So willow. Cool beans. And then I always say thank you. Alright, cool, man. So, we're off. Boy, it is dark. So, a lot of these big, huge down pines, I literally have been whacking just that's all fat wood. You see how juicy and beautiful that is? That's all fat wood. I like these guys. So, I'll leave that for next time. The bark is pretty much just useless. It's just saturated with just years of water. Check this guy out. We got rocks inside of... Ooh, that's a new den. That is a new den right there. There's rocks inside of the overturned tree line. It's kind of neat. Oh, walking stick. Yeah, I came in with one. I forgot it. You know what?
it's just right here. I gotta go back for it. There's so many little swampy areas I have to cross. Now that's something I can say I always do. I always come in with a walking stick, and I either find one or thank you guys. I leave with one. This is a nice, it looks beat up, but it's all oak. It's hella strong. Yeah, I use it like the old Scots do. Like the old Scottish fellas that, if you know, to cross bodies of water, they would literally so that's all. They'd stick it in the middle and whoop, almost like pole vault themselves across to not get hung up. Oh, wow. That one's new. This one has been here. That's new. I didn't even realize that. No shit. Golly, man. Goodness gracious. Oh. That's a hoof print. I didn't even see that. I'm kind of leaving the tough way, but there's no easy way to get through here. Another nice thing about a walking stick is you can break spider webs in front of your face by leading with the walking stick. You know what I mean? So you don't catch a whole mouthful of, you know what I mean? Mouthful of spider web. But yeah, man, it's pretty dark out here. I killed the light. Like, moonlight's good, but that's why I stay with a headlamp. It is pretty freaking dark out here. Make sure I didn't drop my other glove. I'd kill myself if not kill myself, but I'd be pretty upset. I just got these new badass gloves today, and then I go and freaking lose one because I'm not paying attention. Oh, that was mucky. Alright, so we should be running into a big overturned giant birch here soon. Yeah. We're coming up to the path. And that is the path out. You're watching my Ghost Hunter show, but I'm hosting you. You're my co-host right now. That tree's pretty damn beat up. Damn. Yikes. You can see quads and four-wheelers rip through here. All kinds of shit. But yeah, man, it's freaking pretty cool out here. Ah, there we go. High beams. I didn't have my high beams on. It is pretty damn cool out here. These are like the only rocks in sight. Remember I said I was looking for rocks and stones to build my fire pit with? Major pain in the ass. Like, I had to come this far from camp to look for the rocks and stones, which was an absolute shit show. People leaving rubbish out here. Fucking computers and broken dishwashers and shit. It's a shame. It almost looks like a marker. Alright, we're back on the trail. You can see tire marks and shit. Alright. I am gonna depart. Oh, the water's out here to my right. We'll be quiet for a second. You can hear how magical it is. There's a constellation. I don't know if it's coming in. Yep. They're loud too. Pretty cool. bullfrog squeak. I hear a quad way off in the distance to my right over here. Oh my gosh, check this out. Big time. Peeping. Peepers, peepers. That's awesome. See all the dirt bike trails. It's all sand out here now. I actually came around a long way, but if we pay attention, we'll be able to see. This is how I track the deers. When they come out of that opening, it's not focusing for some reason. When I come out of that opening, I constantly see. You can see it's like sand pits around here, but I constantly see what in the world? A puff mushroom up in a pine tree. 2 more. What in the world? That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I track deer throughout here. Try to be quiet so I don't scare them all away. It's all water. Oh, is that a frog? No, it's a spider. On top of the water, I can see his flickery eyes. A ton of frogs. Frogs. Tadpoles. It's funny that they just zip right up as soon as I walk past. You guys are good, thank you. Alright. I'm on the main trail. I'm gonna cut this off because it said 15 minutes and that was damn near 15 minutes ago. But there was a massive log here that was blocking this trail. I mean, that's nothing. That's not even 8 inches in diameter. There was a monster, probably fell from that one there. That guy. The thing is 2 feet in diameter. I used to have to hop over it every time I wanted to either enter or exit. But man, they cut down a ton of shit around here. I was looking at on my infill on my way in. I was like, man, they cut down so much. I don't know if they're trying to clear the trail out to do the right thing for all the dirt bike kids and whatnot, but all this down stuff is brandy new. I was looking at a couple of these logs. Some of them were rotted out, but like, I may come back for that one. I said to myself, and it's only 4 feet, 3.5 feet. I could totally grab that, and it doesn't have a ton of checks and cracks, so that would be great kooks material. I said to myself on the way in, I was like, damn, that actually might be the log that was crossing the trail. The thing was freaking huge. When I say huge, I mean huge. Oh, I would love to cut through one of these. Guarantee there's some good fat wood in there. Very, very good fat wood. Alright, I'm gonna kill this. All this down shit is brandy new. Absolutely brandy new. This is a massive deer trail throughout here. Huge deer trail. Alright, see lights? I'm almost to the street side, which wasn't too bad. It was only like 15-20 minute walk. It wasn't horrible. So I'm gonna depart. Thank you, whoever else joined. Appreciate you, Lisa. Thank you so much. You're a friggin' gem, as always. You know it. I am going to go depart back to the house, charge my phone, settle down for the night. Here's my walking stick for next time. That guy punched in the ground. Grab my bicycle and I'm out of here. Appreciate everybody that was here. Everybody that missed it, shame on you. You fucking missed a cool one. Lisa Silverwolf, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. You know that. And until the next adventure, Summer near the Viking, Beantown Bushcraft, and tell somebody you love them. Out.